All right, everyone, and we're live. Thanks for tuning into our stream of the X-Mage League Finals for Frontier. I'm Kevin, and I go by Skyburial on the internet.
I go by Luke Holbrook. I'm Taylor.
And we're going to be talking a little bit about the decks that our competitors Clayton Cardinal and Katie Handsaker are bringing into the finals. Katie is rocking a list that I provided to her for this season. It is 4-color Saheeli. So, much like the deck that we featured in Standard, only it revolves around Renegade Rallier for its mana fixing, and Satyr Wayfinder, which were never available in Standard. I think it's definitely a unique flavor in Frontier of the deck that was so dominant in Standard for that short period of time. And one of the greatest additions to the deck is 3 copies of Search for Azcanta. So we actually ended up cutting a copy of Jace Vryn's Prodigy for it, and it's just been a super solid addition. So it basically allows you to search for your combo pieces. And one of the amazing things about Search for Azcanta is that it can hit Planeswalkers. So it allows you to play your Super Friends backup plan for your Saheeli Felidar combo deck, and also look for your board wipes and your counter spells in the post board games. So it's been just an amazing addition to the deck, and I think it's one of the greater cards to come into Frontier recently out of Ixalan Block.
Yeah, and like if you look at the deck, there's just so much graveyard synergy now. You have your Search for Azcanta, Satyr Wayfinders, Dig Through Times, Renegade Rallier, Jace, Ishkana. That's like 6 separate cards.
Yeah, so much top end, so many finishers, and it's honestly so one of the techs that sets my list apart from other ones that I've seen is that we run a Sunken Hollow in the main board for Ishkana grind. So we'll go search for that in like land number 6, and then just drain our opponent for 4 every turn. So I'm glad to see that Katie kept that, because it's super solid and something that I deeply enjoy.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so do you want to talk about Clayton's deck?
Sure. So Clayton's been playing this mono black Eldrazi deck for quite a while. This is the newest iteration where it goes slightly bigger, slightly more mid-range. You see that he has 5 mainboard discard spells still, and he has quite a bit of removal, and he's opted to go away from the little creatures for more mid-range threats like Kalidas, Gifted Aetherborn, stuff like that. I don't think that'll do well for him in this matchup, honestly. I think that he needs to put on the pressure, and besides the discard and the sideboard Stain the Mines, I think he's going to have a hard time getting through this deck.
Yeah, it's a really interesting matchup. The discard is a serious beating against Saheeli combo, so I'm interested to see how it pans out. I've actually played against him with this same deck in this same matchup before, so I'll be really interested to watch Katie navigate this one. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into our game. So Katie is on the play because she is first seed in this top cut. We're going to be playing best of 5, and we're looking forward to an awesome game. So without further ado, it looks like Katie has taken a mulligan to 6, and that Clayton is keeping his opening 7.
So Katie's lands are kind of awkward here. She can fetch the Windswept Teeth for a Prairie Stream and play the Oath of Nissa, and that'll fix her mana somewhat, but it's kind of slow. It's probably fine against this Eldrazi deck, though.
I think I would probably fetch for a Plains here and then slam the Satyr Wayfinder, because it's just really good at getting that additional land, and the more that she can get in her graveyard to set up that Search for Azcanta, the better.
Yeah, I could see that too, actually.
Okay, it looks like she is opting for the Oath, though.
So this will also set up her Saheeli to be able to be cast without blue mana for what that's worth, but she'll probably get blue for the search.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see what she hits off of this Oath.
So she could even get like a basic land here. Yeah, she can went for the fetch, which will allow her to get another basic land if she chooses.
Yeah, so I could definitely see her fetching a Prairie Stream this turn, and then going and getting another basic afterward, and that'll have her on all four of her colors for next turn.
Yeah, she looks set up pretty well to cast all of her spells.
Yeah, this is looking pretty brutal. We can definitely see it playing out where she gets a turn 2 Satyr Wayfinder, turn 4 Azcanta, leave up Lightning Strike, and turn 5 Fumigate for the inevitable Saheeli combo landing on turn 6.
And looking at Clayton's hand, he has a lot of Fatal Push, or he has 2 Fatal Push and a Matter Reshaper, but that's not a lot of pressure, and it's not quite the kind of interaction that he wants.
Yeah, he's very flooded right now, and I think his bluffing game is just really, really deep. But yeah, okay, so it looks like Katie did fetch the Prairie Stream as we suspected, and she might go for an Azcanta here or a Satyr Wayfinder.
If I'm her, I think I'd want to go for the Wayfinder first, just to set up my lands. And
Yeah,
then
I think
also
so too.
have the Azcanta be set up by the Wayfinder.
Ooh, an Ishkana off the top. That's going to be an amazing option because it can't get hit by those duresses.
While she doesn't have the combo, I still think this is about as good a hand as you can ask for, like for not threatening combo out of this deck.
Oh, she goes for the search. That's really interesting.
I get that too, being able to filter through your draws early game.
Yeah, most definitely. I think she wants to start looking for combo pieces. Granted, she does have some pretty solid finishers right now, but I think that's definitely a priority at the moment. All right, well, Thought Knot Seer off the top for Clayton is definitely gonna even things up in his favor. I think. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I don't know what you want to take with a Thought Knot Seer, though, because Fumigate's really bad for your Thought Knot Seer, because then they're going to kill your Matter Shaper and you're going to let them draw a card. But at the same time, you can't really let them resolve an Ishkanal with Delirium. That's going to slow you down for too long.
Yeah, most definitely. And I mean, both of those really get in the way of the Thought Knot Seer beat plan. So interesting that Katie decided to go for another Tango land there.
I get that. She now has all of her colors set up pretty perfectly. She can just play basics from here on out if she wants to.
Ooh, Jace off the top. Plenty of options for our lead player here.
So if she hits another land off the Satyr Wayfinder, she'll be able to play Jace or Lightning Strike, whatever she chooses. But it looks like she's just going to go with, okay.
I think she's probably intending to leave Lightning Strike up.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
That's probably smart, knowing that Clayton has all the Fatal Push in his deck and Grasp of Darkness.
Yeah. Yeah, and players do have access to each other's deck lists, so she'll be knowing what she's getting into.
So she's going to mill a Chandra, a Renegade Rallier, and a Sunken Hollow, and then she'll take the Flooded Strand off this Satyr Wayfinder. So she still has her choice of whichever one she wants.
And she definitely has Delirium active at this point. She's got a Planeswalker, a Renegade Rallier, an Instant, and multiple lands in the graveyard, so that'll hit the card type requirement for Ishkana.
As somebody who's played the Saheeli deck in this specific matchup a lot, which one would you be most frustrated with Clayton taking with Thought Knot Seer?
Given his board presence right now, oh, interesting. She goes for Jace.
Okay, so I think that question's pretty easily answered now.
Yeah. Because, yeah, he's going to go for the Ishkana, no doubt. I don't think that she wants to see her board go away. But if you're Clayton here, do you maybe instead go for pushes? Or do you save a push for a Felidar Guardian?
That's a good question. Well, I guess you start out with this attack. I can see killing the Jace here.
Because yeah, Jace is gonna flip next turn if Clayton doesn't destroy it. Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
he's
let's see.
pushing the Jace.
That's smart. Save his Thought Knot Seer until he absolutely needs it. So unless she hits a land off this search in her draw step, she'll okay. She looks like she missed it, but she got a Oath of Nissa.
Yeah, it looks like she missed her trigger. Oh, wait, as Kanta flips.
That is a May ability, so
Yeah, I think she, I think.
I don't know. It's kind of a good thing that she missed it in a way. Like now she's not able to play her Ishkanah or Fumigate this turn, which she'll probably play Ishkanah, but she's gonna get another turn to like look through her top card. It's essentially a scry.
That's good and bad considering the Thought Knot Seer that's waiting in the wings for Clay, because he'll get to pick whatever. Ooh, well, Renegade Rallier is an option.
And that will trigger off the Oath of Nissa.
Yep, because of the legend rule.
Yep.
Yep. So
Probably gonna get back a land here, you think?
absolutely. Yeah. Oh, interesting. She gets Jace.
Okay.
So going for a nice fair plan here on the opening turns, setting up some blockers. Yep.
No, I like that.
Jace gets in the way of that fatal push.
I think I personally be a little worried about getting that fifth land so I can cast my spells, but I don't disagree with this plan.
Definitely not. The Saheeli combo's fair plan is actually really, really good just because it's getting in Rallier beats and like it builds a board presence while it's also setting up its combo. So
And I do think the later this game goes, the more it favors the Saheeli deck.
absolutely.
Really, the Saheeli deck grinds as well as a lot of these decks in the formats, as Gem Delirium, as Obzon.
I think
The
it's
little
arguable that it
left.
outgrinds those decks, but
Oh yeah, that's completely possible as well.
interesting. Getting in with the Matter Reshaper, saving a Thought Knot Seer for possible post combat. All right, and now we'll get to see what he goes for.
I still think I'm going for that Ishkanah.
I think so too.
I think that's better than the random draw card that he'll get off the Thought Knot Seer.
And he'll benefit off of losing his Matter Reshaper as well, just because it'll either put a card in his hand or a permanent into play. So he is severely flooded right now.
Yeah, definitely.
He does go for the Ishkanah.
Although flooding for him is not the worst thing because he has all his utility lands that have those effects that he can sink mana into.
Yeah, like his lands are also removal, and his lands are also like really cool effects like that mirror pool.
And he's running 26 lands, so I think he'd rather flood than be screwed.
All right, well,
So
I
in a
think we're going to see a
blade.
Fumigate come down here.
Yeah, especially with this attack.
Interesting. All
That's a
right.
pretty heads up play from Clayton as well to not block, knowing that she has the lightning strike.
Yeah.
Clayton being a gentleman, reminding her of her draw step, or not her draw step, her draw off the Thought Knot Seer.
I think this cat's
Ooh.
going to go down to a Thought Knot Seer.
Either that or the Vraska's Contempt that he just got off the Matter Reshaper.
Oh, yeah. Totally. I think if I'm Clayton here, I want to be a little bit more proactive about it, though, and just keep it from getting synergies off of all the permanents that it can flicker.
Especially drawing this Murderous Cut.
Yeah. It leaves him the option to just leave mana open for that. Yep, I don't think this Felidar Guardian's going to make it. Interesting,
the
he
Lightning
goes for
Strike.
Lightning Strike. I guess he's just going to leave his Murderous Cut for the Felidar Guardian.
She's off a double red, which is part of why I personally would take the Felder Guardian. But that is something I thought about if he's afraid that she's going to played both removal spells on the Thought-Knot Seer.
So who do you think is in the driver's seat right now?
I think from this position, I'd favor Clayton just because he has the board state and he has the essentially 3 removal spells with a Blighted Fan, Murderous Cut, and Vraska's Contempt. Although if Moosey just hits if like a Chandra or something, she's right back into the game.
Yeah, most definitely, because she can just smack a Thought-Knot Seer, draw a card. Okay, looks like she's going for fair play.
Wayfinder's not great.
It's not the worst either, though. Keep in mind that she's going to be able to generate a lot of card advantage off of that Azcanta. So,
for sure.
And as long as Clayton has the one Thought-Knot Seer just hanging out here, it's a prime target for Gideon of the Trials to just tick up on.
Yeah, that's definitely true. This is the perfect deck for Gideon of the Trials. You don't want to play Gideon against those go-wide decks, but decks like this where you're going tall instead of wide, he's so good.
All right, so here comes this Murderous Cut, I imagine.
So I actually liked holding the Blighted Fin there because this is pretty much your only chance to get exactly what you want off the Blighted Fin.
Yeah, most definitely just isolate the threat.
Yeah.
Interesting choice by Katie to not play out her Satyr Wayfinder as a possible blocker. What do you think the rationale is behind that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to hear what she thought. So, like usual, I don't expect Eldrazi to win, and it overperforms once again.
Yeah, Clayton's just done so well with this deck.
And as I was saying on our podcast that we did earlier, I really do think this deck is really underrated.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
I think this is a perfect example. However, he only has 1 removal spell still, and this Saheeli deck can get right back into it so quickly.
Oh yeah, the synergy in like between all of the pieces of the mana base, and it looks like she's just on the Azcanta plan. That's really cool. She's not going to let him have it. Kind of curious, but I guess she's got all the lands she needs, so.
I still think I like Satyr Wayfindering just in case I hit like a Jace or a Dig Through Time later on.
Yeah, I can agree with that for sure.
And her life total's not that high.
Definitely not.
She's now on a featuring clock.
Yeah, and this Liliana's going to be able to start getting back creatures as she is quick to do.
He's immediately going to minus.
Yep. And it looks like we've got another Thought-Knot Seer coming in here.
Let's see what it's kind of smart of her actually to hold back the Satyr Wayfinder, because now Clayton had no idea. Well, I guess he did know what it was, actually, now I'm thinking about it. He knew both cards.
Yep.
And a turn will probably see him as Azcanta trigger.
Yep, most definitely. Yeah.
Or activation, rather.
Azcanta has just been so impressive in this deck. Yeah, so we could possibly see a Dig Through Time, especially considering that there's no need for the graveyard to be maintained for Ishkana at this point.
Exactly what she gets.
Yes, that's so great. Yeah, we can easily just get the combo off of this.
She could actually just win this turn.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy.
I know, right? Such a blowout card.
And this is what I was talking about earlier with Clayton not using the Blighted Fin and instead using the Murderous Cut, because now he could have his one swamp open.
I think going for that Thought-Knot Seer was really, really greedy, especially considering that he knew everything that was in her hand already.
I guess he thought that she needed pretty much exactly this to get the combo, because he has lethal now on board with removal to back it up.
Cat don't care.
But I agree that I think you have to play this match really slowly and carefully.
Yeah, it's really important to leave up interaction for Felidar Guardian, and if I'm Katie here, I notice that there is an inactive Fatal Push on the board. Well, she gets Fumigate and Jace Vryn's Prodigy, which is definitely not bad. So she can go for a Fumigate, gain a couple life, slow down the clock, and then play Jace. And then
At first, I was thinking this was a pretty bad dig through time, but she's going to get a lot of value out of this.
Oh, and there's a combo piece off the top.
Unfortunately, Azcanta cannot grab a Felidar Guardian now.
It can't, but Jace can cast another dig through time out of the graveyard once it flips.
That's true if Clayton doesn't kill it.
I mean, you're letting your one removal spell go that can hit a Saheeli Rai. So, what just happened?
She fumigated.
But why did she draw 2 cards?
Thought-Knot Seer is dying.
Oh, right. Yep. All right, cool. Well, so, double Saheeli Rai is going to be able to really push through on this, I think. But a Thought-Knot Seer off the top is definitely not bad for Clayton.
If he would have hit a land there, he could have played Vraska's Contempt or Thought-Knot Seer, as well as had Ithmir Deadland activations.
Yeah. But. So do you think that he contempts the Jace, or do you think he saves it for Saheeli Rai?
Oh, I think that you have to save it.
I think you do too. I think it would be so greedy. You just have
to let him get the combo and go for it.
Yeah. All right, so he goes for Rallier. So I think he's definitely saving the Contempt.
Oh, no. Maybe not.
Ooh. This could be his last turn. It's now or never.
And she's no longer on a 2-turn clock. She's on a 3-turn clock now.
Yep. He says, show me cat off the top.
It's very interesting that he's aware of that and still went for it.
Yeah, I think it's a really curious choice, everything considered. Like, his way of beating Saheeli Rai right now is to attack her every turn and chain his Thought-Knot Seers off of Liliana.
So this is a really minor play, but if I'm Katie, I like leaving red up because just in case you're able to draw a lightning strike or something like that.
Oh, Katie tops the thing that she scried with Saheeli, so I think we might be seeing a game finish here.
This is also another good reason for holding back that Satyr Wayfinder is the Blighted Fin.
That's a good point.
So what we thought was a mistake is a pretty heads-up play, I think.
Yeah, most definitely. So I think if my math is correct, then Katie can play Satyr Wayfinder, then flicker a land with Felidar Guardian. That'll leave her with, let's see, so 1, 2... Yep, that's enough. That's just enough mana to do the thing. I think we're about to see game 1 here. Yep. There's that cat off the top.
Does she go for the Wayfinder? Yep.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Perfectly played by Katie.
Perfect. And sorry, I've been saying flicker, but Felidar Guardian definitely blinks permanents. So as opposed to
small
flicker.
Distinction, but
yeah. So flicker bling brings things back at the end of the turn, whereas blinking them just brings them right back immediately.
Yep.
I think Katie can just reveal that she has both here, but savage.
don't see how she gets punished in any way.
No. Clayton playing this out. Oh, no. Extension of the hand here. Good game.
What was really interesting about that is Clayton sent me a message on Discord saying that he thought he punted whenever he played the Thought-Knot Seer. And then immediately afterward did pretty much the same type of play with the Vraska's Contempt.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think that the Vraska's Contempt on the Jace was probably the most questionable play of the whole match.
Yeah.
Because he left up no interaction for the combo. Other than his Blighted Fen, which Katie could obviously play around.
Yeah, because if she goes for it there, then he just kills her Felidar Guardian in response.
Yep, so we're going into game 2 here. It is still pretty bored because this is a best of 5. And it looks like Clayton is choosing to play.
So sideboard, do you think gets better for either player?
I think that it does get better for Clayton. But if we take a look at Katie's sideboard, she's got a lot of removal options. She can hit Thought-Knot Seers with Glorybringer. And I think that Fumigate is probably not as important against Clayton because he's not going wide, which is the kind of deck that you absolutely want to do that with. So I think she can bring in some Glorybringers and some Reflector Mages and maybe a Disdainful Stroke or two and an Ishkanah. She can just go for a lot more of her finishers and have diversified options that are ready for Clayton's plan to blow up her combo with infinite obliterations.
So it looks like Katie accidentally sideboarded.
Oh, whoops.
But Clayton is going to keep his 7. He has 2 Swamps, Grasp of Darkness, Fatal Push, 2 Liliana Last Hope, and Thought-Knot Seer. That's a pretty loose 7, I think. Although he has time.
Wow, so Katie giving us a bit of a spoiler here, sideboarding 9 cards prematurely. That's amazing. So it looks like she's got some serious plans for post-board games.
So she can bring in the 3 Glorybringer, 2 Reflector Mage, 2 Disdainful Stroke, and a Chandra and Ishkanah, I'm thinking.
That's what I would imagine as well. I don't think that Gideon's a really good pick here. Just because Reality Smasher can get through the night tokens. So... Oh, wait. Is Clayton running Reality Smasher? He is. He's running a couple.
He's running 2 main, 2 side.
Yeah. All right, cool. So Katie keeps her opening hand, and it looks pretty solid. Turn 1 Oath of Nissa, 3 lands. It's hard to beat, and she just drew a Rallier off the top to make matters even better for her. So I can definitely see just fetching a basic forest right now and playing an Oath of Nissa, and then maybe going tap land turn 2, unless she like top decks or gets a Wayfinder off of this Oath, and then yeah. On and on it goes. Rallier, get more lands, play a Fumigate or a Chandra ahead of curve.
So if you see a Saheeli right here, do you ever just go for it on turn 4?
On turn 1? Oh, you're saying play Saheeli
I mean, like, if you play
turn
Saheeli
3?
turn 3 and then Felidar Guardian turn 4, do you think that's just too risky against this deck?
I do like setting up my combo to all happen in one turn. I think that that's really critical for a list like this. Ooh, and Clay getting his colorless mana source off the top, which is really critical for him.
So for what it's worth, he will not be able to cast 2 removal spells, not that I think he wants to anyway.
Yeah.
But grasping black.
I really like playing the mountain here. Something to know about the Saheeli combo deck is that even though it is so mana intensive, it only runs 23 lands off of the back of Renegade Rallier and
Wayfinder.
Satyr Wayfinder and Oath of Nissa. So playing an untapped land and not having to fetch is really important for her, I think.
And also not needing double red for the Chandra because of Oath Anissa. Not that she doesn't have double red now with a Cinderglade, but the Oath Anissa is also making things a little easier to cast for your Planeswalkers.
Is there any particular reason why this Renegade Rally? Oh, right. Because she got it off of Oath. So I think she gets a Prairie Stream here to set up her Fumigates. Yep. Yeah, most definitely.
I guess you just play the Rallier here to put on a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, play a Rallier and then probably just get another land out of the graveyard. Get her Canopy Vista with it, maybe? Because there's only...
Not Seer is probably going to take Chandra, right?
So if you take Chandra, then you lose your Thought-Knot Seer to Fumigate, but you have the plan to Ultimate Lily. I don't know. It's interesting. Any manner of things could happen. Who's to say?
Because he also now has time for his Grasp of Darkness and his Fatal Push.
Mm-hmm.
Although he's going to have a hard time triggering his Fatal Push.
You were right. He did take Chandra. And we only run one main board Chandra, so that's the last we'll see of her this game. All right, Liliana ticks up on Renegade Rallier. Oh, we've got a combo in hand. And Clayton only has the Grasp of Darkness to interact with it. So I think we can definitely safely Fumigate here. I think she might fetch a Sunken Hollow with this Flooded Strand. Or Canopy Vista. Or maybe just a basic Plains. Basic Island. Cool. I don't disagree with that.
I also wonder why she didn't get another green. I guess because she has a Cinderglade.
So, knowing what we do about Clayton's means of interaction, do you think that we see a Liliana Ultimate this game?
It's a tough question. I don't think so right now. I think that she'll be able to put up enough
He's
pressure
going
with
for
a
it.
Rallier.
He's going for it.
It is also a really risky way to try to win against the Sealy deck.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, even if he has interaction, he's only staving it off for a few turns.
So I said that he would have a hard time dealing with a Renegade Rallier after the Grasp of Darkness, but he also has the If Near Dead lands.
Ooh, and Saheeli can ping Liliana as well.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So she's going to go for it here.
Yep, I think you gotta. If I'm in Katie's shoes, I would do the same.
He's going to let her target the Felidar Guardian, and then in response to that, he'll Fatal Push.
Can he Fatal Push, or does he have to...
not Fatal Push, Grasp of Darkness, I'm sorry.
Yeah, most definitely. Yep, alright, well. That's one Cub down. Or one Felidar Guardian.
So I don't know how this Liliana is going to ultimate.
Yeah, I actually have no idea what the game plan is here for Clayton.
You can't really play Thought-Knot Seer, because then you're just dead to Cat off the top.
Yep.
But then if you can't do nothing, because then he's going to get ahead with Renegade Rallier. And she's going to get ahead with Renegade Rallier. I still think I go for a Thought-Knot Seer here, though.
Yeah. I think it's his best hope. Because he can use it with Endless Sands to repeatedly attack the hand.
He'll also have enough to trigger his Mirror Pool targeting Thought-Knot Seer. which will then activate Revolt.
Yep. Yep, it looks like he goes for it. And he's probably going to grab this Saheeli Rai.
His lands just have so many different things that they can do.
Oh yeah, most definitely their removal, their like really interesting interaction with his spells and his creatures. Yeah, he's definitely got a penchant for finding interesting colorless lands. Oh, JVP off the top. That's pretty neat. So we've definitely got options for a couple blockers here for this Thought-Knot Seer. But Clayton does have the option of using his If Near Deadlands to take out Jace and then pushing the Renegade Rallier because the If Near Deadlands will trigger Revolt. So he can definitely clear all of Katie's board if she decides to run out her Renegade Rallier.
And I like that plan, and then you can minus Liliana again if you want to get like Kalidas to put on even more pressure. Or you can even just leave up all your different lands that you have.
Okay,
of course
so
you can't play them all one turn, but
something curious here is that Katie decided not to fetch before scrying. So she can't get a Revolt trigger off of Renegade Rallier yet. Oh my. So
maybe she wanted to get back Jace with Renegade Rallier next turn.
Yeah, could be. But another push off the top is gonna put an end to that.
So Clayton keeps using these removal spells on Jace and Renegade Rallier and stuff like that, when I personally really like using the lands to get rid of that kind of thing, because otherwise your If Near Deadlands are just pretty much dead against the rest of the deck.
Mm-hmm. And the later we get in the game, the better a chance that Katie has to win because she's got dig 3 times to look for her combo. And oh, I know why she didn't play Renegade Rallier. She's saving it for Blighted Fen.
Once again, playing around that card that we missed twice now.
You're right. Like she's paying great attention to everything. All right, so here's a possible Revolt trigger. And we definitely still haven't seen a Flooded Strand fetch.
You know, once again, this is a game where I thought I was favoring Clayton, but kind of quickly I can see why I think Moosey could move into the driver's seat.
I mean, Saheeli combo can always take the driver's seat back.
How tempted are you here with Renegade Rallier to get an Odinessa or a Jace? Now that you have the Satyr Wayfinder.
Yeah, he can definitely build a big, or she can definitely build a big board here, and she can go get a Flooded Strand, or not a Flooded Strand, a Canopy Vista off of her Flooded Strand, to be able to play both her Wayfinder and her Renegade Rallier.
So she's opting only for the Wayfinder.
So far.
I guess she wants to do that to get the most that she can in the graveyard, so she has choices with Rallier. So hitting Saheeli, that's the third Saheeli.
Yeah. So I think the combo option is pretty well out at this point, unless she can hit one through dig 3 time. And
yeah.
Luckily there are no dig 3 times in the graveyard. Chandra is off the table as well. So I think our primary win con right now is Ishkana. All right, let's see what this Rallier goes for.
This is such an intense match.
It really is. She's going for the search for Azcanta.
That's also something that I didn't see. I didn't see whenever that went to the graveyard, but That's probably the best target in my opinion.
Absolutely. Just wipe the board every turn with Fumigate.
Be able to find Dig, flash it back with Jace,
Yep.
or even find your Force of Healy.
Yeah, once again, Search for Azcanta is just such an amazing addition to this deck.
I didn't get a chance to talk about this on the podcast that we did earlier, but the Japan list are running that in their Marvel decks, and I think that helped those Marvel decks so much play a fair game.
Yeah, because you can hit your Marvel off of it. And so little of that deck is creatures.
Right. And then also, you can use that to play your Emrakuls, to hardcast your Emrakuls, because it's another enchantment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it triggers Delirium, or it adds to the Delirium count.
So they have artifacts, enchantments, creatures, lands, instants. And those are like all that they play often in that deck.
And Planeswalkers, too, because I think they play Ugin as well, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think Clayton has pretty well taken control of this game again, but once again, Moosey can always just take it back. So...
Ooh,
okay. Reality Smasher off the top. I think this might close out a little quicker than we anticipated.
I will never understand why this deck isn't running 5 Reality Smashers.
5
not
Reality?
Just the 4.
He decides not to play the Reality Smasher. That's interesting.
I get that. He is still on the same clock, except now he has Blighted Fen back up next turn. Or for this turn.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about the Blighted Fen backup. That's a really solid point. Alright, so we're going to flip Azcanta here. Alright, I think that should pretty well tie things up for our contestants here.
She can still hit Fumigate, though.
She can, yeah, and play it.
That'll put her up to 12. Give her a chance to find stuff for 3 turns. And it's like obviously not the position you want to be in. Okay, so she found her Force of Healy, so she's just dead here.
Yep.
Pretty crazy that she saw all Force of Healy in the top half of her deck.
I'm not that surprised. This deck does such a great job of digging through its list for threats.
That's also true.
All right, running out the Saheeli for the memes.
I think she also doesn't know that she's dead on board.
Oh yeah, because she thinks she still has another turn. So we see that he has the Reality Smasher in his hand, but man, what a grindy matchup.
Yeah, both these decks are just showing how strong they are. She needs to put the Azcanta stuff on the bottom, but it doesn't matter. Clayton should just flash that Reality Smasher.
Smashy, smashy, smash.
That card really is one of the better Eldrazi that they've ever printed. It's up there with the Titans.
Oh yeah, totally. Such a powerful, potent threat.
I think people forget about how good Eldrazi is in Legacy and was in Modern. It still is good in Modern, but that blue-white Eldrazi deck was the most impressive deck in that format's history, in my opinion.
The Bant Eldrazi?
The blue-white one before the Bant Eldrazi.
Oh,
they still had Eye of Ugin and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was brutal. Dr. Owner getting blanked by Eldrazi Displacer.
Yeah.
Dr. Owner, for our viewers at home who are unfamiliar with the terminology, is Drowner of Hope, or Drowner of Sorrow? Drowner of Hope.
Drowner of Hope.
Yeah. Lovingly called Dr. Owner by the pilots of Blue-Red Eldrazi during the Eldrazi winter.
Okay, so we want a sideboard. We know Moosey's putting in 9 cards. Probably like Disdainful Stroke, Reflector Mages, Glory Bringers, Chandra, and Ishkana.
I could honestly see anything but the Caustic Caterpillar and the Irration Clerics come in for Moosey. Um, but yeah, I imagine that she leaves back the Gideons and uh, probably the Authority and the Irration Clerics, and then everything else can come in. As someone who's played Reflector Mage against Clayton's deck quite a bit, it is a serious beating for him. On Clayton's side, I think he probably brings in Warping Whales, maybe? Nah, I think he's aware that she's boarding out the Fumigates. What do you think he brings in?
Oh, honestly, I don't think he brings in a lot. I think he'll bring in Murderous Cut. He'll probably bring in Stay in the Mind. But beyond that, I think that his deck's about as well set up as it possibly can be. Maybe you switch Kalidas and Gonti.
Yeah, he does. He does tend to lean really heavily on Gonti. All right, so our players have drawn their opening hands.
So, I noticed chat was saying that they thought that Katie was going to side out the combo. But
no, I don't think she does it.
Do you think it's ever right to side out the combo?
I think that it can sometimes be right to side out the combo, but I mean, if you look at her opening hand, she definitely did not. So yeah, I think that sometimes it can be right to side out the combo against like red decks for like more potent early games, but it's just so much it steals games. Like I don't see why you would do it. I think it's ill-advised to side out the combo. I definitely sometimes side out like a Saheeli or like a Felidar Guardian for diversifying my threats, but it seems like a pretty poor choice to me. What do you think?
So we're still waiting on Clayton. He really does have way more to bring in than I originally thought.
Way more what?
He has way more to bring in than I originally thought. Whenever I first looked at it, I was like not super high on many of his cards, but
something to note is that he doesn't have Infinite Obliteration.
Yeah, he has Stay in the Mind instead.
Oh, does that do the same thing?
Stay in the Mind is 5 mana with Convoke, 4 in black, and then name a non-land card, so even better, and then search the graveyard, hand, and library for that card, and then exile them.
Oh, that's pretty great. Yeah. I think that's a solid option.
That's what he brought in. He took out 4 Aetherborn, 3 Lily, and a push. Brought in 2 Warping Whale, a cut, 3 Gonti, and 2 Smasher. So not even bringing in Stay in the Mind.
Has Katie told us what she boarded out?
She has not, but I'll ask her. So, what do you think about Clayton not citing in Stay in the Mind, but citing in Warping Whale?
I think it's risky. I think he thinks that she's going to stay on the Fumigate plan, and I definitely don't think that that's a good observation based on the way that his threats line up. Because we haven't seen any Gifted Aetherborn hit the battlefield yet, and so his ability to go wide hasn't really been showcased. Not only that, but his deck doesn't really do a good job at that, so I don't think that Fumigate is as good an option here as Glorybringer.
Yeah, I agree completely with that. And knowing that she sided out 9 cards and didn't side out the combo, you have to figure that she sided out spot removal and stuff like that.
So she actually brought out 4 Wayfinder, which is really interesting. And 2 of her Lightning Strikes, 2 of her Abrades, and a Renegade Rallier, and went up 2 Gideons, an Ishkana, 3 Glorybringer, a Chandra, and 2 Disdainful Strokes. What do you think about that plan?
Once again, I don't really agree with it fully.
Yeah, bringing out the Satyr Wayfinders is really risky just because it cuts out a lot of your mana fixing and stops you from digging for lands as effectively.
Bringing the Gideons is kind of interesting, and not bringing in Ishkana is also interesting.
She did
Oh,
bring
she
in
did bring in
Ishkana.
Ishkana.
Yeah.
What did she leave out that we thought she would bring in? Oh, Reflector Mage.
Yeah. I think it's interesting that she decided to keep both the Fumigates and the Glorybringer.
Yeah, that's true. They do kind of battle for that position.
This is a super solid 6 for Moosey.
Yeah, Oath and Nissa, which is basically just a Ponder in this deck.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like she likes what she got on top, but I don't think it's going to matter because I think we're probably going to see a turn 1 Oath.
And then from Clayton's side, he honestly has a pretty good hand too.
Yeah, he's got an early threat, he's got a late threat, he's got interaction, he's got plenty of lands to play his things. He's probably going to be top decking some Thought-Knot Seers anytime now. So
What is slightly awkward is that 2 of his 4 lands come into play tapped.
yeah, and the Evolving Wilds is also awkward.
He runs 4 Evolving Wilds and 3 Bloodstained Mire, so his Evolving Wilds can get Waste,
Yeah.
which is a 1-of. But I've always found that to be kind of odd, just because I think that coming into play tapped is just so risky.
Especially in a deck that wants to be aggressive.
And he's playing a bunch of like single colorless cards, as he's playing quite a few double black cards.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Evolving Wilds can also get Swamp, but...
Okay, so Moosey missed a land off the top this turn. But she can definitely get one off of her second Oath. So it's not the end of the world. And
she has time.
Yeah.
Then she also has the Renegade Rallier to get it back from the graveyard, or just get an Oath back from the graveyard if she chooses. So, what matchups do you think that Clayton's going to bring in, Stain the Mind, if it's not coming in here? Because I have no idea what else you would bring in. Just Marvel?
Maybe. It's hard for me to know what his bad matchups are. I hope that Katie taps her Forest for this.
Clayton does too. So, starting to threaten the combo.
Yep. So, do you think that considering that Katie has shown combo pieces at this point, that her Jace Vryn's Prodigy gets to live through a Fatal Push? Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah? I think that would be the wise choice as well. Yeah.
What's also kind of weird is that he played his Evolving Wilds turn 1, so now his Fatal Push is going to be turned off for Veladar Guardian.
Yeah.
Where, as if he had played Mirror Pool and then gone with like Swamp if near Deathlands, and then had, or rather, Mirror Pool Swamp, then Evolving Wilds, then he could kill the Veladar Guardian.
Mm-hmm. So if
this is just such a skill-intensive matchup.
It's very, very skill-intensive because there's a lot of disruption going on both sides, and both decks really want to grind. All right, it looks like Clayton did board in his Gonti, and it looks like he drew it. So, all right, Disdainful Stroke off the top for Katie is pretty solid. Do you think she's just going to play a Renegade Rallier here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's the mana efficient thing. So probably getting up to double red for Chandra.
But you don't really care about double red because you have the Oath of Nissa, so I think that you want to get another Plains.
Yeah, maybe another Prairie Stream for Fumigate. Because she did leave the Fumigates in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Prairie Stream because that gives you double blue and double white.
Can she get... she does have a Windswept Teeth in the graveyard. Yeah, so she can get Prairie Stream. And something to know about this mana base is that Windswept Teeth can hit everything but the Sunken Hollow. She goes for Oath. That's interesting.
I get that. I don't agree with it, but I understand her thinking.
Yeah. trying to threaten combo as early as possible.
We talked about how risky it was to go for the turn 3 Saheeli combo, but had Clayton sacked that Evolving Wilds, she absolutely could have gotten it this game, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Or turn 4 Saheeli combo.
So what do you think your game plan is here if you're Clayton?
Well, you're no longer being threatened. You run out your Matter Reshaper here, I think.
Yep. And then maybe Vraska's Contempt the Chandra that's coming down next turn?
Possibly, depending on what Chandra does.
Alright, another land off the top is actually really good for Katie. So I think she goes and gets Prairie Stream here and runs out her Chandra. She could also play Jace Prodigy and then leave up Disdainful Stroke for a possible Thought-Knots here coming down.
I think I missed something. How does she get 2 lands?
What do you mean?
Because she only had 3 last turn.
She drew 1. So she got 1 off of Oath and 1 off of her draw for turn. Yeah, okay. It looks like she is leaving up a Disdainful Stroke for a possible Thought-Knots here. I really like this play.
It will probably hit Gonti here. Well, there's Thought-Knots here.
Yeah, speaking of Thought-Knots here, always showing up at just the right time.
I'm almost tempted to just play Gonti instead here.
And maybe take a Saheeli. Yeah. Something to know about Saheeli Rai is she can make clones of these Eldrazi, and they get enter the battlefield triggers and leave the battlefield triggers. So, like, the Matter Reshaper clone would get its leaves the battlefield effect.
Pure value.
So much value. All right, well, we're going to see. It's a Thought-Knots here, and I think it's getting stroked. Yep.
And I'm okay with this from Clayton, honestly.
Just running out the Thought-Knots here?
Well, the fact that your Thought-Knots here is getting Disdainful Strokes instead of the Reality Smasher, or even the Gonti, or your Vraska's Contempt. I mean, there's so many good plays for him.
Oh my gosh. Saheeli Rai off the top could seal things up.
I don't think so. He still has double removal spell.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
He can even play Gonti and have up a Fatal Push.
He can. I don't think he gets greedy here. Because the combo piece has been shown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it going to be Chandra? Yep.
Chandra plus, or do you think minus?
She could plus, and then maybe power out Saheeli.
Red.
Yeah, she's gonna power out her Saheeli, right?
Do you scry or do you make a copy here?
That's hard to say.
I think I'd make a copy because then your Guardian can reset the counters anyway. And then you're also getting like another Oath of Nissa or something like that with your Rallier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like she's going to copy the Rallier. And maybe go for Oath. Just because, I mean, Clayton's got a full grip right now, or pretty close to it. Yeah. So she needs to be generating some card advantage.
So he has an answer for both Saheeli and Felidar Guardian. However, with that Chandra on the field, do you think that he wastes the Contempt on the Chandra and then only Fatal Pushes the Guardian? And then tries to deal with Saheeli through Reality Smasher?
Yeah, I could see that.
Well,
there's another Saheeli. I think he has to take out the Chandra here. Yeah.
You think the Chandra?
I think he goes for the Chandra, so that
Doesn't that leave him dead though?
not necessarily, because she would need to top deck a land, like exactly a land, in order to get that. I guess she can dig with Jace Vryn's Prodigy, but I think it at least mitigates the threat. We could also see Blighted Fen. I don't think Blighted Fen's a good play here. Who do you think's ahead on board? Are you with me, Taylor?
Yeah, I think I lost you for a second there.
Who do you think is in the driver's seat right now?
It's got to be Katie.
Yeah, I'm with that. So maybe block loot with Jace.
She's gonna bluff it with Jace.
Yeah, block loot.
Oh, baby.
All right, so recursively putting her Oath of Nissa cards on the bottom. Discards her land.
I guess you have to there, but it's still one of your better draws.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What a big wall of planeswalkers.
It's a pretty good Super Friends deck.
Most definitely.
He looks like he's firing off. Okay. I guess so, because then you have your Fatal Push to deal with a Guardian, and so second Saheeli is not great.
I don't know. This Gonti can just die.
The Gonti will die, but Clayton won't necessarily die.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with this play.
I'm unfamiliar with untap. How does Clayton see the face down cards?
He doesn't, I don't think. The face down thing is kind of awkward. I guess there might be an option for... Oh yeah, it looks like Katie can just reveal to...
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Think she's going for it here?
I think you have to.
I mean, Fatal Push and... No, just Fatal Push right now is the only out. Not even Murderous Cut.
Yeah, so plus Chandra and power out the combo. Excuse me. Yep.
Red. Man, this game is so close.
Most definitely. Can we find out what Clay got off of, what he got off of his Gonti?
I was actually asking him as you were asking me.
Nice. I like how Katie says, "I will attempt to copy Felidar Guardian."
A big alert response. So if you didn't hear me, he got a Felidar Guardian with a Gonti, which will essentially let him to reset Gonti.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful. Felidar Guardian's actually incredibly interactive with a number of things. I know it's a popular Scarab God target in the control matchup, just because it allows you to blink your own Torrential Gear Hulks, which is really
Oh,
scary. Yeah.
there's so much value.
Yeah, right? I mean, I play Felidar Guardian in EDH. It's just such a broken output for a card to have.
I mean, it got emergency banned before it even saw standard play, right? Oh no, it saw standard play for a while. I
It
forgot
did.
about that.
Yeah, the
And then
combo
Red
existed in Standard for a while. But Mardu
still
Vehicles
not
hated
even
it out at the Pro Tour.
that Mardu Vehicles deck never gives up. It's back on top again, the standard format, for like the third or fourth time.
Yep.
It's crazy how many bans that deck's been through and still has not really been hit.
Yeah,
Has remained.
it got Smuggler's Copter banned out of it back when it was red white vehicles, and then
But even that was more just for the blue white deck.
yeah, for blue white flash.
And then like Ferocidon got hit.
Was Ferocidon in Mardu vehicles?
This last season, a lot of people ran it, yeah.
Okay.
And the teamer, like, hellhole, they called standard.
So if you're Clayton here, do you just leave up interaction and be patient to cast your Felidar Guardian?
Yeah, I don't.
It's still really
This
hard
is
to
a tough
find an
spot.
out for Clayton here.
So he could wait until the end of her turn and sack Mirror Pool and copy Gonti,
Mm-hmm.
and then just get another card. It's not like the best play on earth, but it's better than doing nothing, I think.
Nissa here in spirit for the Gatewatch. Taking an oath. Popping a bless. Alright, Clayton deep in the tank here.
I don't blame him.
I am going to go put the kettle on real quick.
Sounds good. So if I'm Clayton here, I think that I'm just gonna pass. Well, I'll attack with Matter Reshaper at Saheeli Rai, which then will probably get eaten by the Renegade Rallier, but I think that's better than doing nothing. You're not protecting anything. And if he doesn't block, Saheeli just dies. So then you have your Vraska's Contempt backups for the next Saheeli, as well as Chandra or Jace, whichever one you find to be worse.
I do think that playing Reality Smasher here would be suicide. So, alright. So, Katie deciding to leave back her Renegade Rallier and not have it jump in the way here. Probably preserving it for Blighted Fen in the event that Clayton decides to disrupt her combo.
Right.
Yeah. Alright, so this should be an Azcanta trigger coming up. Hopefully she doesn't miss it. Okay, cool. And that'll be a flip. Oh, that was actually exactly
Cool.
what she needed to see off the top. I was thinking, like, what can pull this out? Probably Glorybringer. And, like, here we are, like, perfectly poised, right? Ugh.
You can waste your removal on this Glorybringer, which won't be great. She could even go red for Chandra.
Yep.
So, like, Glorybringer, copy it with Saheeli, then she'll get blown out by the Vraska's Contempt.
So what she can do is clear the board this turn as well. So, assuming that Vraska's Contempt doesn't get the Glorybringer. So she could minus Chandra on one of these threats, and then Glorybringer the other one.
If she plays Glorybringer before she activates Chandra, if you're in Clayton's seat, do you fire off the Vraska's Contempt at the Chandra and just deal with the Glorybringer?
Here's
too risky.
Here's what I think I would do in this situation because of the Planeswalker thing that's going on right now. I think I would actually minus Jace, targeting Disdainful Stroke, cast Glorybringer. But it doesn't look like she's going to do that. So. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good play too. So I think if she goes for the play that I suggested, she's going to get blown out. But she does not. What do you do here for Clayton? Man.
So many building threats. Like that Chandra's sitting at 7. She can ultimate next turn if he doesn't attack it. Or remove her. So he contempts the Glorybringer. Which means that he can't contempt Saheeli.
Oh, man.
This is brutal.
So, what he can do is play his Reality Smasher.
And attack Saheeli.
Which will deal with Saheeli, yeah. But then his Chandra is just going to ultimate if he does that, actually.
Yep.
So then they have to attack Chandra, which means he's dead to Felidar off the top, which she has topped her card.
Yeah, she correctly shrinks. Yeah, she could just ultimate Chandra next turn. This game has swung so quickly.
Oh my gosh, what do you do? You're dead to the Chandra ultimate. You're dead to Felidar off the top after she tops something with a Scry.
I guess you attack.
Oh, he's gonna play the Felidar Guardian, Blink Gaunty, take the top card off, I think. Nope. Never mind.
Yeah, he went for the Smasher.
Yeah. Probably just dead here. I guess you can race the Chandra.
So he's attacking the Chandra with the Reality Smasher, if I understand correctly.
To me, it looks like they're both at Saheeli. No, you're probably right. He's probably going one at each. That's probably the right play.
Both at Chandra?
Both at Chandra.
Oh my
God.
god.
No point in Saheeli. I do think I actually like playing Felidar Guardian off the Gaunty and just getting rid of that top card.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because then your Chandra's ultimates anyway. Or her Chandra.
Alright, well he gets some interaction for the combo, so that was important.
That was amazing for him.
Yeah. But it's still really hard to see him pulling this one out. Another Glorybringer off the top.
Well, you know what's really good against Glorybringer?
Grasp of Darkness?
Yep. He's right back in it. I just wish that the people who hated on Frontier could see matches like this.
I think that the people who hate on Frontier would see matches like this and be like, oh yeah, meh, it's another Saheeli deck. You know, like, it was broken in Standard, I bet it's broken in Frontier.
But you don't ever see matches like this in Modern, which is the most popular thing, and Standard, it's just Teamer going against Teamer.
Yeah.
Legacy, you can kind of have some back and forth stuff like this, like if you're playing a bug deck, something like that. But if you like mid-range, or just combo, I guess, Really, Frontier just has everything that you want. It has control, aggro, mid range.
It's got powerful decks in all archetypes.
It really is like the healthiest format somehow.
Yeah. Never fails to impress. So, do you think
Clayton sending me a message, what a stupid grind. Fun to watch play, terrible to play.
Yeah, right? Just like everything is a nail biter.
Just point out all your hair.
Oh, okay. Deciding not to play the Glorybringer. That's really interesting. Why do you think she decided not to do that?
Couldn't tell you.
I mean, it's gonna get hit by this Thought-Knots here now, but...
Then Chandra's dead. He has backup for Valar Guardian still.
Yeah, I think Clayton's definitely back in the driver's seat at this point. Reality Smasher can really change things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played this perfectly. Like, he did the actual perfect thing.
Sending both at Chandra was pretty brilliant.
Do you think that Moosey was just... Or Katie, rather. Oh no, she knows about the grasp. Because it was revealed from Matter Reshaper.
Okay, so she decided not to run the Glorybringer into the grasp.
I forgot that she knew about that.
Yeah, it's been revealed.
I think this might be the best finals matchup that I've seen so far in all of our finals.
Yeah, without a doubt. So do you think we see the Gonti blink here?
Probably just the Thought-Knots here, I would guess.
Take that Glorybringer. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's 2 Glorybringers in exile now, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Activate as Kanta. Oh, wow, that's perfect.
Chat was just saying, did Moosey side out board wipes? It's like the actual perfect draw, too.
Yes.
And another Chandra.
And then another Chandra. So many swings.
It's so good.
I'm telling you, Taylor, it's so good. Like,
I tried it in Sultai Delirium solely for Azcanta. Like, Scarab God's great, but Azcanta was like what really made me want to play it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel the same way about it. Like, Azcanta is really what made blue-black control possible.
Yep.
Oh, she thought he might Warping Whale it.
Oh, he did bring it in, too.
He's definitely done that to me, too. It was a total blowout. So we might actually see Jace Ultimate here.
Is that even good? That puts him on a 8-turn clock? Surely he's closing out the game at 8. Well, maybe not. But you just, like, can't kill this Jace, though. It feels too bad.
I mean, she technically activated as Kanta. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. Yeah, still relevant. Exiling Jace. Okay. I guess he doesn't know about the Chandra in hand, so.
Even so, I think you might have to with 3 lands in hand and Gideon to seal the deal, basically.
Oh my god.
Well, he could grasp, and then he could copy grasp with Miracle.
He could just double grasp the Gideon.
I mean, you could, or you could do a sweet play and only waste 1 card in a land that you're not going to use anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, regardless, Gideon's so good.
Okay, so interesting that Katie decides not to plus Chandra to get Gideon out.
Yeah, I wonder if that was something she thought of purposely, or if she just missed that.
Yeah.
Transgress
can hit this Chandra, so.
But then, can you double grasp or anything? Yeah, you could double grasp, if that's what you want to do. What do you think is the most powerful planeswalker in the format? I think it's Gideon.
I think it's Gideon for sure. I think you can make a case for it being Liliana. Just because she does such broken things. But yeah, I think standalone it's Gideon.
Isn't it crazy that he's basically just a creature that makes a creature? And yet he's better than Liliana, which is like in Modern and Legacy, Chandra, which is in Modern, Saheeli, which made an entire archetype get banned.
Yep. I mean, Saheeli is just a combo piece. She's not a good planeswalker outside of that. I guess you can make a point for how she allows you to recur enter the battlefield triggers. But
I've seen some decks like that, but you're right, mostly she is just for the combo.
Yeah,
this is only game 3, isn't it?
This is only game 3, yeah.
Oh my god. We've already been going on for an hour and a half.
What's going on with the game? Okay. What's going on here? Interesting.
Sure.
Okay. I feel like that was a punt.
Not necessarily a punt, but it's a play I don't understand.
Dig off the top.
Into Felidor Guardian, GG.
Should be it. Especially since he tapped out.
Small nitpick, she tapped the... No, never mind. I was going to say she tapped the Azcanta, but then she wouldn't have white.
Yeah.
Well, she would, because of Flood's Trend.
Yeah, she could have just gone and fetched an island. I wonder why she's leaving the land back.
Well, I think if she had Felidor Guardian, she would have just slammed it here.
Alright, well, one of the cards is Glorybringer, and then she got a Disdainful Stroke as her second. Okay, so she can swing for lethal this turn by playing her Glorybringer and then copying it and then attacking with Gideon.
Yeah, that's so much damage.
Remember?
Yes, Saheeli's pretty bad. She only enables the combo, actually.
I take back everything I said.
Oh, I don't think she sees it.
Yeah, she doesn't. She thinks she played her land for turn already.
Wow.
Which is probably why she didn't play this Flooded Strand.
Wow. That's big. I mean, she's still, like, clearly in the driver's seat, but...
Excuse me. Yes.
I think he needed pretty much exactly Vraska's content there to be back in it.
Yeah.
You can minus on the Glorybringer and you can grasp the Glorybringer, and then you can grasp the Gideon to survive, but I mean, what's that getting you? And then I guess next turn you can Blighted Fin the Gideon. but she'll probably just make a token anyway.
So I think she minuses on Glorybringer here. I hope she minuses on Glorybringer here.
Nope. 10?
9.
Right in time with Clayton. So you can.
I wonder if
Mirror
Moosey
Pool.
knows about that interaction where she can clone Glorybringer.
I'm sure she knows about it. I just think that she's somehow forgetting about it. Clayton's one land short from being able to grasp and copy the grasp and mirror pool and play the other one. As well as one land short of grasp and.
So he's going to mirror pool and kill the...
And just shrink the Gideon.
Yeah, shrink the Gideon. Yeah, Katie would have been able to take him out if she cloned the Glorybringer, but he could have also
Actually, he was just dead there. There's nothing he could have done in that position. I guess he actually could have grasped the Glorybringer, but I don't know.
that should be game.
What's that?
Oh, he can Blighted Fen the Gideon still to stall.
If she doesn't play, I mean, if she doesn't make a token, then yes. Another dig. So she's holding on to that flooded strand that he knows about.
I wonder why. I also wonder why she didn't fetch at the end of the turn.
Probably because Magic's really hard and there's a lot to think about.
Yeah. Especially in the Saheeli Rai deck. And she can just tick up on Saheeli for 3 turns in a row.
So this is janky as hell, but she can copy the Knight Ally token next turn if it survives.
He probably just deadlands the Knight Ally, though.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wow, she didn't go for the dig through time there.
I think she's waiting to do it on his end step.
Smasher.
She can stroke this and then dig.
Oh man, this is such a close game.
It really
But
is.
I mean, if she hits Felidar Guardian, there's nothing. Just plus the Gideon, play the Guardian. I mean, he's just dead regardless, pretty much. He's not like literally dead, but he's so far behind.
All right. Extends the hand. So that puts man, there were so many swings in that game, Taylor.
That was insane. On to game 4 or 5.
This is
An
game
hour and a
4.
half later.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get that cup of tea I brewed up.
Yeah. I think I need to break myself, chat. Be right back. I'm back if you're back. Nope, just me. So Clayton was pretty much just interaction this turn in this game. Kept in the Warping Whale. Did Moosey sideboard anything? Katie did not sideboard anything. Crack fetch in a turn. Probably going to get a waste here. Yep. Sunken Hollow is not bad in this deck because Sunken Hollow turns on Ishkanah. For that grind, this deck does so well. Going for the Jace on 2. Probably going to see the Matter Reshaper here on 3, I would imagine. He's pretty safe to play that.
Oh, and we see the Warping Whale that he boarded in IC.
One of them mulliganed. I think it was Clayton. I think he had a 1-lander.
Okay.
But you're pretty caught up with the rest of it. And it looks like Katie also mulliganed to 5, but I missed that. I think she did at least.
So yeah, probably grasping the Jace here.
I think I'm going to play Matter Reshaper.
Okay. I don't disagree with that. Oh, well, there's that extra land.
But still needs red. Still needs green. Well, there's the combo.
Yeah, Sunken Hollow really coming back to bite her. I feel like that was a reasonable play.
Yeah.
Leaves up Disdainful Stroke for Gonti. Or Thought-Knot or anything that can come down. But we'll probably just see Jace get pushed here.
Yeah. We could even see the Warping Whale making a 1-1, so he get that 4th mana. Seeing that she's locked out of stuff.
Man, it's hard to see Katie bring this one back. She's choked off of 2 of her colors, and this is turn 4. She just missed a land drop, and that was a mold of 5. Looks like we might be getting a game 5 and a pretty quick one at that.
At least she can counter this Gonti.
Yeah.
Gonti getting Glorybringer with a land off the top.
Clayton says boo hiss.
Well, I told you, Glorybringer off the top with the Gonti.
Would have been.
What about what?
It would have been.
Oh, would have been.
So, Mono Black Delver, what do you think?
Well, as you know, I love tempo decks.
I heard a thing or two about your tempo splashes. Oh my gosh. He gets to see what's going on here with this Transgress. So brutal.
I mean, you just take Gideon here, right?
Yes, because that's the only thing she can cast.
Back into it.
Yeah. Because you can just leave up Grasp for everything else. Yeah, this game's over.
Why would you pay 3 mana for a 3/2 when you could pay 1 mana for a 3/2?
It's true. Delver's pretty great.
Delver, Toolcraft Exemplar, all of it.
All right, and we see a scoop, which was correct. So, yeah.
Pretty anticlimactic game 4, but going into game 5.
People are going to make fun of my Sunken Hollow that in the chat, I bet.
I like the Sunken Hollow, though.
I'm glad you do. I'm really glad you do, because it's so amazing with those Ishkanah games.
But maybe it should be a Smoldering Marsh.
I've thought about it. I've thought about making it a Smoldering Marsh before.
But I think the Sunken Hollow is better, because the only double red you have is Gideon and Chandra. That's where you have a lot of blue that needs to be cast in the deck.
The Digs, the Azcantas, the Jaces. Blue is one of the more important colors in the deck. So,
Disdainful Stroke.
Yeah. It was originally a Spire Bluff Canal, and I didn't really like the Spire Bluff Canal. It wasn't fetchable, and the rest of the deck runs on its fetch base. All right, so Katie's going to be on the play here. She takes them all to 6.
You know, that is the risk with playing these 4-color decks, is you still have really bad hands sometimes where you
no doubt
your colors.
And especially in this deck that has 23 lands. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not the best hand from Clayton.
Definitely not. Spruce Moose. I love that.
So
I think Moosey doesn't fetch here. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. All right, well, Duress is going to be helpful here.
Duress.
What do you take? Probably
Take
Chandra?
the Gate.
Maybe Chandra.
I think you could, but in my mind, the way that you're winning this game now is by jamming your Reality Smashers.
That seems like such a stretch.
Maybe so.
I think maybe Clayton got cocky because of how that last game went.
So he's taking Chandra.
Yeah, I agree with that because it's the earlier threat. So probably getting Prairie Stream and Cinderglade here. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Reflector Mage.
She brought in the Reflector Mages. I'm so happy about that. She can blink the Reflector Mages with her Feldar Guardian. I really like the land go.
Oh, I was going to ask if you just deploy the Reflector Mage on 3 since you can blink it, but clearly you disagree with that.
Yeah.
And I think for good reason. I think you're safe here to run out the Cletus now.
Theoretically.
You know that he has Feldar Guardian, Fumigate, and Disdainful Stroke, so you just want to get rid of the Disdainful Stroke, I think.
I think if I'm Katie here, yeah, I would have Reflector Mage to that as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I talk about Kalidas being one of the best Reflector Mage targets in the format a lot. I definitely think that stands true here.
Oh yeah, as somebody who played Reflector Mage this last season, I don't know if I Reflector Mage a card more than Kalidas.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's a great card, but you need to be killing something the same turn it comes down in this format.
Yeah, most definitely, just because then it starts getting you the zombie value.
Mm-hmm.
Katie, please play Reflector Mage here.
It's not like in Modern where you have Bolt and we do have push,
Good.
dismember, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Terminate.
Terminate's so good. I mean, you play Grixis Death Shadow. I don't gotta tell you.
This is probably gonna get countered. No, maybe.
She can't.
Oh, you're right. She can't.
But she can blink her Reflector Mage and then attack with it. Like, she can attack with her Reflector Mage, and she's deciding not to attack with Reflector Mage. Okay.
Rallier?
I think she meant Reflector Mage. Yeah, you know, the thing that's a 4 of in Bant Humans. Whatever. Something. I feel that Katie's getting a little fatigued.
I don't blame her.
Not at all.
Do you just kill the Felidar Guardian here?
Like, so fetch with Bloodstained Mire, get a swamp.
Like Kalitas, fetch, push.
I think she strokes here. Yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah. She's going for it.
Well, same question. Do you kill the Felidar Guardian here?
Yeah, I think you have to. There's just no excuse for leaving a combo piece live on the board.
So
Felidar
then the
Guardian
next
can
turn-
run away with the game.
The next turn, he'll be able to go Thought Not Seer, take the Fumigate, still have the Grasp backup.
Mm-hmm.
Then if he draws another land, he'll be able to go Smasher, Grasp, and then eventually be able to copy it with Mirror Pull or play his other Smasher. This game's almost over.
Yeah. It's amazing that, like, Clayton was able to come back with such a soft hand. Rather, such a slow hand. Well, Dig Through Time can definitely solve things.
For sure.
Especially with 7 cards in the graveyard.
So she's going to attack first.
Mm-hmm.
Could have technically gotten a blue source and a Saheeli. But I think she's just trying to play the value game right now. I personally don't think you can play a value game at this point. You're just losing to Thought Not Seer, Reality Smashers, and stuff.
Okay, so does she dig in response to Thought Not Seer and give Clayton the choice of whatever he wants to get out of her hand?
I think that you don't do anything because he takes the dig. Well,
Yeah, she's gonna go for the dig.
yeah, you dig. There's no reason not to dig, actually. Like, what's the worst that happens? You hit, like, both your combo pieces, he takes one of them, you still have one of your combo pieces.
And a Fumigate. I could also see her getting a Glorybringer here, or a Gideon, maybe an Ishkana.
If she hits Gideon Glorybringer, then he's in bad shape.
Most definitely.
Not in bad shape, because Smasher's so good, but
She can definitely fight through a lot with Gideon.
man, I'm exhausted just commentating this match. I have no idea how they feel playing it.
Yeah, I mean, just a testament to double Ishkana.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, you take Ishkana, I guess, and then the Fumigate's kind of useless in a way.
Yeah.
Or do you take Fumigate and just deal with the double Ishkana?
I think we're probably going to see Ishkanal land for the first time in this hole. So anyway, I was about to say, it's a testament to the endurance of these players that they've been able to get through all of this.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Hit after hit. Okay. I'll probably asked if she plays as a Glorybringer. But she'll probably play the Ishkanot. Nope.
Grasping this. Okay.
You just, like, gotta go for it there, right?
I think you do, because otherwise there's just so much value from getting a draw off of this Thought-Knot Seer. I think that was the correct play. Katie's definitely still in this.
Another mirror pool.
So is this a Blighted Fen turn?
Smush.
Yeah, I think he's leaving up Blighted Fen so that he can destroy a blocker.
Does that end up mattering, though?
I don't think so. Maybe he's trying to pressure a Fumigate? Yeah, he's Blighted Fenning.
He's gonna mirror pool the Thought-Knot Seer.
Nice.
I guess he's gonna take Fumigate.
Probably second Ishkana. Does not want to see that.
Sure.
Okay, so draw
He's gonna
two.
go up to 8 and get 2 draws.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that. Oh my gosh, and a Reflector Mage to boot.
Ugh. I just like playing Smasher there.
Me too.
I think it punished you the least.
I think that Clay was being a fancy pants, but sometimes that's what happens.
Well, Moosey's gonna Fumigate, which I think I wanted a Reflector Mage there if I was her. Well, there's Gideon.
I agree with the Fumigate play, because this sets her up to Reflector Mage and Gideon next turn.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Did she only draw 1 card?
No, she also drew that Windswept Teeth that she played.
Okay.
Yeah. So this can get Reflector Maged, and then Clayton can't play his second, oh my gosh, Felidar Guardian to make matters worse.
She's still not out of it, though. But she's really slowing him down a lot. I mean, we said earlier that the way of her getting back into this was Gideon.
And there he is. And here's the Canopy Vista for the first time in the whole set.
The combo's back online.
It is.
He doesn't have any way to interact with it. She can just stack the Reflector Mage with the token.
Oh man, one of our Gatewatch versus Eldrazi. The classic struggle.
Basically. Well, the combo's offline.
Yep.
And Moosey's dead. Oh no, he can't play Smash for this turn.
He can't because of Reflector Mage. Oh. So I think you just attack with Gideon here if you're Moosey. So you can... Okay, especially with Rallier off the top, the play that I see is... Because blinking something actually triggers Revolt. So
you blink the Mage.
Yeah, you can blink the Mage, get the Matter Reshaper into the hand. Or you can attack with Gideon, then blink Gideon and make a token.
Oh yeah, that's the right play.
Yeah.
Have you played with this deck before?
I don't think if you knew this, but I know a thing or two about this deck.
So she might be going wide with Gideon.
She's running out the Rallier without a Revolt trigger.
I think your play was probably the right one in that scenario. Gonna bounce the Reshaper. I mean, what do you gain by playing the Rallier second? Okay, so it wasn't on purpose. I mean, she didn't really get anything back, though, off the Rallier, just a land. Like, it's better than not doing it, but it's not the best thing for you.
Yeah. I think she's really tired. I'm just going to chalk it up to that.
For sure.
So probably cut the Guardian at end of turn here for Clayton.
Yeah. I think.
And I think Katie probably makes another token, just because 3 tokens can need a Reality Smasher, and she knows about the Reality Smasher in the hand, at least one of them. So,
I mean, she's right back into it.
I mean, it was really hard for her to go wrong with that draw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I definitely would have plussed Gideon, attacked, and then done the thing. But that's just me, you know? I'm no expert. I didn't build this deck or anything, so...
So if she attacks with... Never mind. I was going to say if she attacks with a Mana Reshaper and Missy blocks it, and she gets... And Clayton gets another land. Mirror Pool is back online for a double.
Okay, so I think you put as many things in front of the Reality Smasher as possible in case that he can kill something and get damage to trample through.
Throw it on front Reshaper. That's smart.
Mm-hmm.
And then quintuple block.
I love this. I love this play.
But then you kill the Rallier.
Which is fine.
Cut. Oh, maybe you don't, because then you want to kill that Elder Guardian. Oh my god.
I think it's correct because if she hadn't put everything in front of Smasher, then combat math could have really screwed her because for all she knows, the other cards in the hand for Clayton are push and grasp. So if he pushes and grasps anything less than 5... I mean, she leaves anything less than 5 threats in front of him. And... yeah, he can just trample through a lot of damage for lethal.
She 100% made the right play there.
Yeah. The blocks are correct.
I think I like plussing Gideon here, though.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You don't know that he has a second Smasher. You need to start closing out the game. You're not going to win from this position, just chumping.
I don't know if I agree with this attack.
Yeah, if you're not attacking with Gideon, then there's no point with attacking with the Knight ally.
Clayton should have lethal. Because he can cut a threat. And then...
Not lethal.
Oh, no, yeah, because she can still block with 3 Knight allies and trade.
Close.
It's really close.
So he keeps tapping that mirror pool, and I don't like that, because if somehow Mana Reshaper dies, he can get the extra value off of it. Oh, wait, no, he can't.
Oh. I love that response from Katie. Oh.
Does she know the way?
Do you know the way?
I mean, still, if she triple blocks, she's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, Gideon's done a pretty good job of gumming up the board. You know, doing Gideon things.
Pass. What is this game?
I know, right? I think you just attack with Gideon here.
Right?
I personally would plus Gideon, leave back 4 knights, and attack.
And then is she dead?
And she can loot away the fetch with Jace.
Well, Jace is going to have summoning sickness.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the plan, like the long-term plan, is to loot away.
Ultimate.
Interesting.
I don't know why she ultimated there.
So this makes all of her knight allies like 1 for... So they can double block the Smasher, right?
And a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, do a 1-for-1 trade. Assuming that nothing gets pushed. I think Clayton's gonna murderous cut this Jace, which is like totally wrong. But he really doesn't like Jace. That's been my... I don't know what your take on it has been, but he seems to really not enjoy seeing a Jace on the field.
I think you have to kill the Felder Guardian. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the way you're getting through with the most damage. Next turn, you're going to swing for 13.
Duress this flooded strand. Let's see what's up.
I mean, you might as well. You have nothing to lose.
Oh, right. He can mirror pool to swing for a lot.
Yeah, for 13.
Yeah. And then I think Katie chumps with Jace. I think you have to.
So she can double block both Smashers, chump with Jace, kill both Smashers.
All that's left is Matter Reshaper. We're gonna find out if he has push. I mean, we know, but... She knows the way. Katie knows the way.
Oh my gosh.
This game.
I mean, like, Moosey's been out of it for most of it. Or Katie has, rather. But, I don't know. It's just the fact that she's stuck in here. It's a testament to the deck.
It really is. And thank you.
But Clayton would probably be dead if it were Bant Humans.
Sorry, what was that?
Clayton would probably just be dead now if it were Bant Humans.
Oh, yeah.
Warkite Marauder makes Reality Smasher look terrible.
Warkite Marauder's so good. It's such a good card.
Double block both Smashers. Chump this Reality Matter Shaper.
That's absolutely correct, yeah.
Next turn.
Next turn, she gets Glorybringer off the top and swings. Chandra would be good too.
I mean, so.
You know, Oath of Nissa gives her her pick. So.
And she will have the choice of Chandra and Glorybringer both.
Yeah, right? But she'll probably go for Gideon because...
Never didn't have it.
Always had it.
Oh man. I just said that she was out of the game for like the whole time, and like she keeps clawing right back in it. This has to feel so bad if you're Clayton.
He just let this game get away from him.
He didn't let it get away from him; it just got away from him.
I mean, yeah, I
I
guess
don't
that's a
think
good way
he's
to
done
look at
anything wrong.
it. No, he's made really good plays this whole game. I think the only thing that was arguable that he did was keep his opening hand with 2 Reality Smashers and a push.
Yeah.
Yeah. But his deck rewarded him for the keep, so...
Thought not. That's one of his better draws. If she doesn't draw a creature, she's dead. Or a removal spell.
I think it's curious that she decided to exert the Glorybringer. But I guess she can always clone it or blink it, so...
Yeah, I don't like exerting stuff until you absolutely have to.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And I think there she swings for 5, puts in a 12. The next turn she can attack one more time, and he'll still be on a 3-turn clock, and nothing's really changed. Except now he can kill, like, she can kill Thought here or something, because he just has to commit it to the board.
She has to double jump when he attacks. Oh, he can't attack.
I think he has to play both creatures.
And he doesn't have removal for this Glorybringer anymore other than Vraska's Contempt. Because it dodges Grasp now with the Gideon emblem. I don't know. I think Kitty can still claw her way back into this one. It's really impressive.
We just play all the best cards with combo.
Speaking of Grasp of Darkness.
Yeah, she's just dead now, I think, for the 5th time.
She is or he is?
She is.
Well, this Glorybringer can live a Grasp.
But the Night Allies cannot.
Right. Yeah, she's got a top deck of threat.
Well, he's one
It's a
short
whiff.
of Blighted Fan, and that's what I was counting on.
All right, that should be the tournament.
Think so.
Yeah, land off the top isn't going to do it. I think the Exert was a serious misplay.
Yeah, do you just hold that back as a blocker then?
Yeah.
I get why she did it. You're not winning if you're just sitting there.
No, I mean, I would have attacked. I would have just not exerted on the Matter Reshaper.
Yeah. Right. And then this turn. You step back, not against bet. That makes sense. Well, Clayton's going to take it 3-2. He is going to be the champion of the X-Mage League.
And he's in finals for the Untap League.
On Sunday.
And then we have the top cut for the Trice League that he's in with us, too.
He just knocked me out in the first round.
That was unbelievable.
So rude.
Mono Black Eldrazi. Main board eggs. Much, bold, echo. I can't think of any other acronyms that share MBE. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Guys, be sure to follow us on Twitter. Taylor is at Lando Brandon, and I am at Skyburial on Twitter. And you can also follow our channel on Twitter. It is at MTG Frontier. And then here on Twitch, we are MTG_Final_Frontier, and we're also on YouTube. I think it's Magic Final Frontier, right, Taylor?
Magic the Final Frontier, yeah.
Right. Yeah, so be sure to follow us on all the things, ring our bell on YouTube, and yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. It's been an awesome finals. That was truly a testament to the format, and yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, likewise.